You said you wanted the open concept fail. Does this count?
I mean, I guess.
Good morning. We're back at the farmhouse and we're still renovating and tearing everything out. We got as far as tearing out the subfloor in the old bathroom living room area. We have new floor joist and subfloor in the back area that used to be bedrooms, I believe. And we got this all torn up. So now we gotta take the plumbing out that's down below, wiring, and the floor joist. And what I'm thinking is, while I have this little area to walk on, it's not the greatest walking on, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring over some rim joist over there, mark my layout to match up exactly with what we already have on that side and get that all figured out, laid out, and then bring them back over here. Then we can go in the basement and start tearing out some floor joists and some beams. We are gonna save the hand-hewn beams. Yeah, we've been doing that, and we're gonna be using them again in other projects for the house, which would be cool. There's some beams all on the floor here that we don't need. They're not structural. They're not working the way they need to be working, and we're gonna be doing all new floor joists, getting rid of that, but saving all the old stuff. So it's gonna be cool to be able to reuse it for other parts of the project of restoring the farmhouse. And they'll be seen more, or at least a couple of them will be. So yeah, let me get some rim joists over there laid out, marked out, and then we'll start tearing apart some more stuff. I can't wait till we have new rim joist up. We'll put our rim joist up, we'll level everything off, get everything flowing good. Then we can put our floor joist in, and then after that, we'll be able to put the subfloor in. A couple of the tricky things working on this side is we gotta support this beam from the basement, and then we also gotta support the stairs from the basement before we take out the floor joist, so that way we can support the stuff. So there's gonna be a few head scratching things we gotta do, but first we'll make the rim joist, and then that way that part will be all done, ready to go when we need them. I guess I could have done all this before I took the floor out, but I want to definitely do it before we take all the floor joists out. It'll definitely be easier to get these all set up now than it will be later. Whoops, don't do that, Al. You'll go for a ride. I don't want to go for a ride. No, I'm not ready for those yet, but when I am ready for them, they're already made, and I'm not trying to build them down in the basement or balancing up here without this floor here. So yeah, I just think it'll be easier to have them done so when we need them. So now we gotta go in the basement and we gotta clean up a bunch of piping and wiring and some other shelving stuff down there. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. So down here, this part of the house has a stone foundation. It's in really nice shape. We are gonna waterproof it on the inside at some point, so that way we don't get any water in. It's not bad, but when it rains, you get the water coming off the roof and then it seeps in through the stone foundation a little bit. Not terrible, but you get water coming in, so we want to take care of that while we're working down here. Over here, I'm gonna put my headlamp on. I don't want to blind you, but over here, some kind of workbench that's going to be in our way, so we got to take that out. We have a bunch of plumbing down here that needs to come out. The electrical wires need to come out. Everything, all the power has been killed down here, so nothing is live. The water's all been shut off. We are going to have to take out the stink pipe. I'm just going to probably cut that back right here for now and see how far we can get away right now without taking it all out, because I'm gonna have to run another main line all the way upstairs, but I'd like to do that once I have my subfloor in, take the rest of it out. So if I can just cut it back to here, get all this out of my way, and then be able to deal with this over here. For now, that's what I want to do. We have a fuel tank here with heating oil in it. We got almost a full tank of fuel, so we'll be good for heating for a little while. This is the area right below the stairs that I was talking about. That's just that support holding that up. So all these beams are coming out, all these joists are coming out, but first we got to take out all the plumbing. Because yeah, that's all in our way right now. So let me figure out where I want to start, because we have a lot of stuff that needs to come out. All right, let's start by getting this workbench out. The interesting thing about this workbench is these are all the boards that they had, or these are some of the boards that they had used to pour the concrete foundation over there, the form boards. They're covered in concrete. They reused most of the form boards in this house. Therefore, they've used it for stuff like this. They've used it for studs in the walls. So they were definitely very frugal when they built this place. Man, they used some huge spikes when they built this thing. Couple of old cans back here. Not sure what's in that one. Kind of a neat old tin. Oh, it's a glass jar with a screw cap. Huh, can't get that off. I'll have to get it off later. Then we got some sort of bottle. It's got a screw cap on it, so it's not super old. Never seen that before. TOIL. LESTOIL. LESTOIL. Lest oil. Interesting. I've never seen that. I'll have to save them. I'll have to open that later. I wonder what's behind this one. Just a stone foundation. It's so funny to me seeing all the telephone lines running in here. You just don't see those nowadays. There's telephone lines everywhere. But I mean, growing up, that's what it was. You had a corded phone no matter what you did. So it just brings back memories seeing that. I know a lot of you guys had telephone cords too, and telephone lines and fax lines and all that stuff. So you just don't see it nowadays when you're building. So it's kind of cool seeing some of the older stuff as we're going. Rock foundations, you don't see them every day either. Granite slabs. Nope. But yeah, All right, we got that done. Let's get some wire down and some copper down, and then we can worry about the floor joist after that. Copper pipes don't have any like water pressure on them, but they still got water in them, and it is nasty and gross, and yeah, not fun getting on you. All right, let's see if we can get some of this convoluted mess out of here. That's some nice water. Black. I feel like everything I'm doing is just making a mess so far, other than the subfloor and the spray foam. I'll be glad when we're done with the mess part. We're getting closer, but we still have some more messes to make. But I'm kind of glad we're doing it in stages because I get to see a mess and then pick it up and make it look good and then move on and make another mess. I kind of like that because it gives me a break from making a mess because it's a little disheartening seeing the messes we keep making it. I'm going to pick up this mess and then I'll be back. All right, let's see how it is to get these things out. All that weren't too bad. That was an easy one. The next one we got to cut that end and see how that goes, because that end's been cut. It was cut and notched out for the toilet. So it's just down there with a header, I guess you'd call it.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Bring yourself.
All right, it is the next morning. We got all of the stuff down here cleaned out yesterday, and I took out a couple of the floor joists, took out 2 of them. We have a bunch more we need to take out. This one over here, I think to call it a sleeper log, was actually cut and notched right there. That's where the toilet was. And that's about as far as we can go until that support comes out. But before we can even do that, we gotta start taking out these floor joists, because we gotta take out this beam right here, because that runs into that main beam. So this beam needs to come out. That lolly column needs to come out. Luckily, the way this part of the house is built, it's all a post and beam structure, and all of the beams up top are all pinned into the sidewalls. So structurally wise, nothing is going anywhere. Like, the main structure part of the house is solid and pinned together and can't go anywhere. So what we're doing down here isn't messing with anything structural. We're just replacing the floor, and we have a couple of temporary supports for the stairs and then for that septic pipe. And even that, if that fell, it's not the end of the world. It would hurt. So we just don't want it to fall down right now. So yeah, let's get some stuff and we'll get bracing. That looks good. That ain't going nowhere. All right, we gotta cut this sleeper log out, and as I'm cutting it, nothing's gonna be supporting it. So I'm gonna put a strap up, and I'm gonna let the strap hold it. And then once I get the nails cut, I can pull it back and lower it down when I wanna lower it down. Bam. And these are only 2x6s, and that is 4.5 inches. So yeah, we didn't have a lot of support here. Trying to figure out the best way to get out these sleepers. All right, getting that sleeper log out was a little bit of a pain because we have the septic pipe there. But this next one, I already know how to do it now, and this one is a lot thinner in diameter. So I think this one should be a lot lighter. It actually didn't go too bad. I just don't want to drop it on the cast iron pipe and have that break. And then I think we can take out this beam. I have an idea for a use for that inside the house. We'll be able to see it, which would be kind of cool. But yeah, we just got to get everything down. And then we can take out that one. That one's probably gonna be heavy too, but we're getting there. I hurt my thumb yesterday. Luckily it's my left hand. I don't know what I did to it. It started getting sore last night and I woke up with it still sore this morning. I have no idea what I did to my thumb, but I'm a righty. So even though it's my left thumb, I'm like seeing how much I use the thumb on my left hand today. And I use it quite a bit. So hopefully it'll stop hurting in a day or two because it's not fun. The worst part is I don't even know what I did to it. If I knew what I did to it, I feel better. But I'm like, I don't remember hitting it yesterday. I don't remember whacking it on anything. So I don't know. It's definitely a different perspective to see your house from the basement looking up with no floor. It's kind of like, whoa, man, what am I doing? There should be a floor there. Whoa, but there isn't. Interesting. Here she comes. Spin it and get all the crud off of it. Set it down. Ugh. Really get all the crud off of it. I mean, that thing's been there for almost 150 years. It's got some dirt on it. To be expected. From this backside, you can really see how much that beam twisted as it dried. That's crazy. Gina had a few things she had to take care of, so that's why she's not here, but this is a good project for her not to be here for. Oh. Okay. So I'm afraid when I go and take this one off that that's just going to want to fall. I don't know if the camera got that or not, but as I was moving this one was twisting. So I feel like both the beams are going to be coming down at once. All right, that last one was all there weight-wise. So this one's gonna be a little bit heavier. And we got fuel in the fuel tank, so we don't wanna damage that. I don't know if it'll show up on video, but I should get my level out. That looks like it goes pretty good right there. All right, that one didn't come out too bad. All right, this sleeper log does not want to come out of the tenon, so I'm gonna just cut it back right where the tenon is. I'll have the ladder here to catch it, and then we'll get it out after that. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
You want to see what it looks like?
Ow. I leave you alone for 2 minutes. This is what happens.
I'm cleaning house.
Mm-hmm.
This is what a clean house looks like. Yakers.
Looks bigger.
A little deeper.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're gonna clean this up so we can get a floor.
Yep. We got a mess. You said you wanted the open concept fail. Does this count?
I mean, I guess.
Pretty open, ain't it?
Oh.
I mean, look at that. 16-foot high ceilings. Not too shabby. Make a support post to go up to that beam, and I got my little Milwaukee laser leveler down here. That's saying 177 inches. 177.
Do you need help?
This is where we're going to end this video. We got that temporary brace up. We're going to let it sit overnight. I have a few tools at the off-grid property that I need to bring for tomorrow to make the process of putting in all of the rim joists and floor joists go a lot easier. And we are excited to see what it looks like over there with a nice flat, straight, new floor, and how nice it feels walking on something that doesn't have any give. Hopefully we got it figured out so we take care of all of that. So this is where we're going to end this video. Thanks for coming along on our farmhouse renovation journey with us. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we'll see you right back here in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.